The life finder keeps Maev up. It was going to be a close thing.
And healing, what? Get out of, no! No!
Triple stun again. Big flanks coming out from the Blaze.
It's a death metal though.
Death metal into the double, triple kill.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Crazy Hair Day here at LD Ziltoid's channel as I do another replay cast of another C-West division matchup between Annie Oak League and Pigeon Stitches. So we're going to get right to it here just in a moment. There is your ban and pick phase. I just want to set up the teams on my graphic, and then as soon as I have that done, we can get right into the game. Excited for this one. Annie Oak League definitely needing to get some wins to see if they can kind of climb up a little bit higher there in the standings, as they've had a bit of a slow start. And Pigeon Stitches haven't really been able to make it happen this season, so maybe today is the start, but we'll have to see. I'm confused. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go. And that's going to be... Sorry about the delay, guys. I'm just a little slow here. I'm sure that's not a surprise to anyone. All right, I've got it all set up. We can get into the match here now. Oh, I need to turn these off. And here we are starting game number 1 between Annie Oak League and Pigeon Stitches. Sits on the Stitches, Gola playing the Ana, Angel playing Hanzo, Unicake on the Gul'dan, and Transformer on the Rexar. On the other side, we have Coney's Island on the Orphea, Black Canadian on Malthael, Killer Fry on the Arthas, CM Shives on the Maev, and Deaf Child Area on the Lucio. So, we have the appropriate overlay back finally, which I'm happy about. No weirdness at the moment. A bit of a basic rotation, though neither team really making the rotation happen here. Annie Oak League is just going to rotate now into the bottom lane, right ahead of Pigeon Stitches. Black and Avian dueling with Rexar here in this top lane. And I gotta say, he's losing. Malthael's actually an interesting matchup with Rexar because it's kind of tough to only get poke damage onto one. You heal better off of two, but Dialone gets only value if you only hit one of them, I'm pretty sure. So it's a weird dichotomy and not something that I've practiced a whole lot. And especially since he doesn't have Dialone yet, like there's no pressure he can apply to the bear or Rexar in this situation. So I would be trying to get double like auto attacks or hitting them with both wave and then healing off of that to get any advantage. Lucio's going to be poked out here in the mid lane by the Ana and Hanzo, and he's going to walk back into them and continue to allow Hanzo to just sit there and stack up. The engagement does come through. He could get rooted here. The E coming out from Maya, putting a little bit of pressure, making sure that they are watching their positioning so they don't get pulled in. But Hanzo got out of there as he wasn't really aggressed on by Pigeon Stitches in that situation. Killafry stepping up. He's going to get slept and hooked under towers. Going to take one shot from a tower. We got a nice reset off of Coney's Island with the Q onto Gola. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, we have Gul'dan just pushing up on this wall and actually doing significant amount of damage with this camp. So both teams making interesting rotations. They're not really keeping up with a lot of the mid-bot soak as well as I would like. But we see Malthael here getting completely wrecked by this Rexar in the top lane. I think he's going to have to B, and that's absolutely what's going to happen there. So he backs off. But at the same time, we saw some good plays, like being able to delay this mid rotation down while they got that value out of the bottom camp. Like, that's good work. That's not bad. I mean, that's half a wall in the lane that the Shrine's coming through. You know what I mean? Like, this makes this a lot easier to kill, which means accessing this fort right off the initial victory is available there as well. So this could be very difficult for Pigeon Stitches to avoid. I get so used to leaving that up. As we got a nice lead. Well, actually, no. There's a lead on the side of Pigeon Stitches on the objective. A slight lead in experience, though, coming out from AOL. Killafry trying to really run at that Rexar, and in the process eats a massive amount of damage for it. They do kill Misha, which is nice. That does give them more access to the backline, but Malthael by himself does not do a good job of staying alive there, and he gets picked off by the damage dealers. Poison damage technically coming from Ana, but in the end it was the Hanzo Gul'dan pressure that put him in the position he was. And that's going to be another kill there for AOL. And yeah, they're going to get this Shrine. They did get close. They did get 30. And Maiev could still cause a problem here, actually, at 32. But Coney's Island and Lucio walk into a pretty bad spot there, get hit by a double Misha stun. And that's going to kill Lucio, as he didn't really have a lot of health to begin with on the re-engagement. And that 100% is going to secure this for Annie Oak League. They did get another kill on Misha. That's good, but again, killing the bear is not what you really want to be doing. Generally speaking, you want to be hitting other targets. The death timer is really low on that, and Rexar still does things. CM Shives and Killer Fry super low on that engagement. Poke damage, the Hanzo Gul'dan poke damage is for real. I mean, it's just doing a lot. Shives gets a nice tether, but he goes in with no health. Lucio just making it to the side of... Oh, if he doesn't have an E for him, he's gonna die. That... Okay, so not only was the hook good because it isolated Lucio in a situation where he was gonna die, but it also was really good because it kept him from being able to drop Amp It Up and keep Arthas from dying. So a 2 for nothing off of a hook play is absolutely the value you want out of that talent. Stitches getting uber value there. Such a good hook. Lucio got hit with it, and because of that, they both die. That's unfortunate. Lucio's better off letting Arthas get hit by it. Let him die and walk away. It would only been one kill. Gul'dan's gonna grab that bottom soak again. He has claimed it. It is his. Oh, you see a hook onto the bottom. On to Killer Fry. Taking my advice a little late there. Good pressure coming on the mid lane. But Stitches is just eating on the damage, although this could have been a good engagement opportunity for Maiev. Did not go for it. I honestly think they were in a nice spot to find that Gul'dan pick. But they didn't pull the trigger. They just kind of walked away. The E was there. Like, they flat out could have just dove in on it. There's your talents for now. I'm going to take another look. Full auto attack build. This is an interesting build. This has been something that I have experimented with actually quite recently. I actually think it's good. I don't know. I think it has some pretty damn good value in some areas. And we can see right here, like with good redemption stacks, like if you're really good at getting those auto attacks like pushed out, he burns front lines. Like just wrecks them. There's no way that Arthas, Malthael, or Maiev are gonna walk into any situation without being completely focused down by that talent and take way more damage than they are willing to take. Plus, Maiev gets armor buff talents. Arthas gets armor buff talents. Both of those heroes getting those armor buffs or debuff from the auto attacks is a big deal. It means they take more damage, just generally speaking. Now, I don't think Arthas took them out. No, he's going for the weird build. So, Killer Fry, too cool to mount. Is going to find a Stitches, though. He's going to try to push up on it. Now, Stitches, of course, highest health pool in the game. You see Maiev look for a kind of engagement, but doesn't find anything desirable. It was just a bear and a Stitches. Gul'dan is nice and forward, though, but Maiev does not go in. She just walks around the top part of the screen there and lets Arthas just die. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, look how much damage he took from all of that, from the Gul'dan and from the Hanzo build. Like, that was just nuts. It was so much damage. As someone that enjoys playing Arthas frequently, oh, we're gonna see another hook onto Black and Amy, and he's gonna use his W to find his way out. But he does just end up getting picked off, unfortunately. This build, though, it tilts me a bit.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Oh, there goes an engagement onto Maiev, and yeah, it just dies. Like, there was nothing there. That she walked up into that stun and just was deleted. And that's going to be the follow-up stun there. And I think this game is getting close to its end. If they get another 2 kills here, this is definitely going to be GG. They just push through this keep and win. Red team dominated. That's probably the most accurate statement today. They might not be able to end here. No, I think they're just going to go for keep. Respawn timers are coming. They are going to try, though. No. They realize the respawn timers are too low. They have to leave. I thought maybe if they burn that keep down like 10 seconds faster, they probably have a chance to. But looking at their comp, I understand why it didn't go down faster than it did. 10 minutes into the game. Makes sense. Echo Corruption isn't done yet. Good root onto both Misha and Rexar. He's actually probably in trouble here. Yeah, I think if Maiev gets the pull, it doesn't matter. The last res is going to kill anyways. So unfortunate. I thought we saw the game ending there. It was interesting. I thought that might be where we'd go. Now we're going to see the rotation coming in. Unikek having to step up into Maiev like that is a bit of a scary thing, but a great three-man fear is going to help secure the kill onto Lucio. Didn't seem to matter. There goes the Crushing Jaws, trying to disengage this, but the Dragon's Arrow is going to secure the kill onto two more targets, basically with the follow-up hook coming from Stitches. Team Chives, I think, is also going to die here, as he did not dodge the Misha stun, unfortunately. It was kind of an interesting animation interaction there. Her body's so big that it still was stunning as she was coming out of the dive. She needed to make that jump a split second before getting hit. Yeah, and that's going to be GG. Game number 1 going to Annie Oakley in convincing fashion. I don't think that was really close at all in any way. 17-1. Yeah, they killed Misha. That was it. We saw 3 kills, 4 kills. Yeah, it looks like, I think it's 25 per, so that's 6 kills on the bear. 6 kills on the bear versus 17 kills on, the team. It's just not worth. And yeah, so let's quickly talk about this here. This talent tree. So Frost Presence is an all-right talent. I like it. I think it has some great CC capability, and having that lockdown a lot of the time can be the difference between winning and losing. I thought that this is a fine talent. But when you combo with this and this, it's just not good enough. Yes, it can give you long-range engagement capabilities, but by the time you make it there, you still have to build the stacks on this. And we did get Army of the Dead, which I'm happy with. And I do think Biting Cold is good, but what you want here is the trait. The attack speed is good, and that does way more damage with this altogether, because that's only 3rd basic attack gives you the healing. Between that and your regular Q, you can make that work. But here's the thing. I don't like this as a tank build. It does keep you alive in long sustained fights, but when you're going to get picked apart by Hanzo Gul'dan damage, before you ever get anywhere close to getting that auto attack damage, let's not even talk about the fact that you can get constantly stunned, hooked, slept, and all those kinds of things to stop this build from getting any type of value. You can take the Icebound Fortitude at 7 and tank through all of it. You don't even care. You land or tank through everything. You stop on top of them. You've got the extra duration on the slow coming in from the other level 4 talent. And this makes that build work. And that's when you're main tank in Arthas. That's the build I would take. Sorry about the rant. It's just the way it goes. This is an awesome build. I like it. It's Giant Slayer. It's all just auto attacks. You want to play Rainer at with a different style basically, and a little bit maybe more late game pressure. Just general damage between these two synergize, you get a lot. And then plus this and this, it's all a really good combination of abilities. And Dragon Arrow, of course, is a really good ultimate. So Interesting build. I really like it. Anyways, I spent way too much time on this. That's going to be game number 1. We will be right back as I set up game number 2 for you guys. Please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to number 2 game of AOL versus Pigeon Stitches. Here is the next one we're going to be going to, and I need to disable that ticker. Everyone saw, obviously, but it doesn't really matter. We're in here to enjoy a good time, not for a long time, but we'll have a good time, because the sun does shine every single day. Here for a good time, not a long time. Have a good time. Sun doesn't shine every day. All right. I'm almost there. Just give me 2 seconds. We're in the game right now. I just want to set up my graphic so that I can be all cool and fancy, like. And it's gonna be a long, long time. And it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown, blah, 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 blah. Uh-huh. So, anyways, I thought Annie Oak played a really solid game. This their standings to belie an actual good, like, fantastic nature. They're really good when it all comes together. And we saw in that matchup there that they really did have a good handle on things. I was quite impressed. Pigeon Stitches are not slackers either, and they did their best to put something together here, but they just couldn't quite make it happen. So we did get the update. We are ready to go. So let's just pop into the in-game screen and continue on here. I did not update things. There we go. All right. Can everyone see me? Yes, we can. Perfect. Let's press play. Let's get my graphic up and let's introduce the teams we have on the left side in the blue. Looking for the 2-0 domination. Annie Oakley, Sith on the Garrosh, Unicake on the Gul'dan, Gola playing Malfurion, Transformer on the Thrall, and Angel playing the Falstad. On the red side, looking for the equalizer, we have Pigeon Stitches, CM Shives on the Lunara, Coney's Island on the Li Ming, Killer Fry playing Muradin, Deathchild area on the Ana, and Blackened Avian playing Varian. So, opening part of the set, we have Lunara versus Thrall in the bot lane. We have Barry and Falstad in the top lane. And our mage tank healer comps up against each other in the mid lane. Not a whole lot happening here. I am very sad, though, from both Any Oak League and from Pigeon Stitches. This is Div C West, baby. You guys need to put it together. These camps still up? 2 minutes into the game? What am I seeing? So just your standard laning phase. Pop up the talent so everyone can take a quick look. Lunara's been losing out in the bottom lane here. I think Shives might just be getting a little bit too antsy up here, I think, for the most part. You know, he's not... Echo Elements isn't even set up, but if he's getting hit by those root combos by Thrall, he can get the aggression in there, and that trade is not going to go in favor of Lunara. Good build, though, so far. I like the Sentinel into Nature's Culling. I do think siphoning has a good value into a laning situation. And since there is still plenty of siege damage on their side, it's not as necessary. But I do like Nature's Culling almost all the time. It does definitely put out. And we do see the camps do finally come out while the objective comes up. And the sad thing is they could have had two. So definitely a misplay here by Pigeon Stitches. Falstad's getting crazy value in the top lane. He's already soaked almost a half a level ahead of them because of it. In fact, we can even take a look to see what the soak differences are between Varian and Falstad, and 1,000 points is a pretty good indicator of what I'm talking about right there. Well then, Gola, that's clearly an area that your teammates can improve. We see a nice stun coming out from Muradin, though. Killer Fry finding both Malfurion and Garrosh really low. And getting the immediate 1-2 punch kill off there. And that's going to put things not so much in AOL's favor. Some signs of life from Pigeon Stitches in game number 2. They get first blood, get 2 kills. That's exactly how you want to start. Coney's Island, though, is not the person that should be warding this bush here. It should definitely be Muradin or Varian. Preferably Muradin, as Muradin has the mobility tools to get out of trouble. In fact, Black and Avian, you could argue, is still too far forward. If he gets CC chain, he's going to die. So, we see Transform. We're looking for some back-end poke damage. He's got great positioning on it. Now, they do get onto Unicake. And Varian's going to go in, but he is being focus fired by 4 members of the team. And Thrall walks into the back line, finds himself a Li Ming, and deletes her off the face of the earth. Yeah, what I was saying for the most part though is they are very short cooldown timer for the siege camps. By the time you finish, the first one is done pushing up most of the time. This thing has like 20 seconds on it before it can be run again. And generally what you want to do is get the first two out before the first objective pops up, or the first one out before the next objective pops. And by the time that happens, the second, or when the objective does come in, you'll have the option to get a second one, which can push up in the mid lane, removes this front, good kill onto the Garrosh. Nice lead there being established by Pigeon Stitches so far in this matchup. And basically you can get extra value, and taking out this mid fort with that camp is a really good thing. Like right now the focus on the team seems to be from Pigeon Stitches to push out this mid lane with objective, and my argument would be no, you actually want to push out the end lanes, because generally this game is ended with objective and or with boss pushes in one of the side lanes, just like Cursed Hollow. Now it's not as guaranteed, and it's still hard, it's still not as good as a boss from Cursed Hollow, and generally speaking you want one or two keeps down before you even go for a core call. But if you get both these side lanes out of the way, you can get the mid lane mostly out of the way by just cycling this camp consistently and pushing with it. There's a reason that Sylvanas is really good on this map, and that's the fact that with Merc Queen, you can not only kill these super quickly, almost by yourself, but then you can push them in onto the enemy team while blocking theirs, while pushing down their structures and boosting these things by 60%. These things boosted 60% are the deadliest camp in the game. They're worse than a boss in the amount of damage that they can pull off. So just, so just cycle it. Hit it in the first minute, and then it's a minute and a half cooldown after that every time. And as long as you're on top of those camps, you can generate a ton of value on this map with it. Good fear onto the Lunara is going to knock her away. Killer Fry is hopping in with almost no health. I don't even exactly sure what the thought process there was, as he had no health and no mana. Drive's almost getting thrown there, but I guess the throw cooldown wasn't up yet. And Coney's just tosses him behind, Coney gets tossed behind, giving him almost a free escape from a kind of bad position he was in, which I would have said probably would have killed him had he stayed there. Black and Avian is definitely going to win that duel versus Falstad, so good disengage by Angel, making sure that he, she, whoever it is, doesn't get deleted there. Black and Avian is actually going to find another target, but the root is good and the poison damage is too much. Li Ming goes in, finds the kill, but Anna instead dies, and I don't even know where. It must have been the off lane by Thrall. Thrall wasn't even there, but neither was the healer for the side of Pigeon Stitches, and that is a bad situation to be in. Nice throw taunt, gonna put Varian into the penalty box. And we're gonna see Coney's Island walk away with 100 health. Now, I find it interesting that that we didn't get an objective channel there by Annie Oak League. They do get a really good Fear Sundering combo. With that follow-up taunt's gonna help them secure the kill onto Muradin. CM Shives also got poked down really hard by the Falstad. Coney's Island not gonna make it out. He's actually gonna die. Angel has been playing like a boss on that hero. Finding lots of targets. Good kills. And they're gonna get the objective now. Oh, we're gonna see Killer Frag get chased. Taunt does come in. Black Canadian engages without a healer into a poison. And that is gonna be the end of that. And would you look at that? Look at AOL. That was a good pair onto 2 targets, but they walked away. Which makes it a little bit unnecessary and didn't get the value wanted. But what I'm happy about, what I think is super cool, except for why are you walking away? No! No! Push this shit down! Who cares about mid-fort? You can get it with the camp! Ah, okay, I guess. It was a good rotation. You got the fort down, you got the kill. But I think you guys could have got a kill pushing down this keep. Anyways. Oh! I mean, again, it worked out. It was good. Did get a mid-fort and a kill, but with 16s on the horizon, this objective was full health. Ah, you had Gust and Sundering. Missed opportunity, boys. Missed opportunity, no doubt about it. I mean, I think that was a keep. And if you got a kill up here, probably bot keep as well. Minfort was going to go down. You just grab this camp and it just pushes in. Now they're going to boss down here. It's actually not a bad play by them, as long as they don't get scouted out. But I don't know if boss is worth sacrificing 2 of these camps in the mid lane and their own keep for. So I don't know. They're not gonna have 16s to defend. Now you're in a nice pretty position with the boss pushing down this lane, but again, you get almost the same value out of the objective. Nice taunt though, keeping Murden in the fight. Fear goes down and knocks the 2 frontliners. I'm not liking the placement of the Fear in a lot of these situations. It is maybe going to turn into a kill on Killer Fry, but look at that, he can just walk away. And Keep doesn't go down. You got a hell of a lot more value out of this though. The two mid camps uncontested walk through the keep wall and do more damage and do almost the same amount of damage to the keep. This wasn't too bad. But oh man, that was unfortunate. Yeah, if you can get those Fears onto the squishies here instead of the frontliners here, you're probably gonna net yourself way more kills. Like all that Murden had to do in that situation. Was press the R key. And he doesn't die. Huge frontline aggression onto Thrall. Gust knocking everyone back. Murden's now isolated. And the burst damage coming in from Falstad was insane. Gets the kill on Lunara. The extra damage coming in from Thrall pressure was definitely zoning out the backline, so they couldn't get good heal targets into it. And Murden had been completely isolated onto this side of the fight. Great Fear there. That's exactly what I was looking for. And look at that. Turned right into a kill. One person channel objective. The rest steal their mid camp. Alrighty, pressure's coming in now. I would appreciate it. Ow, 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 ow. If you would take your claws out of my foot. Big engagement coming into the mid lane. That's going to be 2 down. Actually, good defense coming out from Pigeon Stitches. 3 for nothing. Got caught out a little bit aggressive there, I'd say. Sacrificing a few kills during the objective. Now, this is still going to push down lanes, and they're still going to struggle probably to keep all the keeps alive, but that's a good defense for the side of Pigeon Stitches. Yeah, it looks like they're going to lose bot keep. Surprisingly, because up to this point, bot keep was the one that had the most help. But it's going to go down. 20s are going to come in for Annie Oak League. We have boss timing, 5 seconds on it, and that looks to be where we're going to posture here. They want to force a level 20 fight. Now, forcing a level 20 fight off of boss can be a little bit risky. But I don't know if the rotation's going to come fast enough from Pigeon Stitches to really stop anything from happening here. So that's going to be a free boss. This is going to pressure, if not remove, a keep. If pushed with it. I think this mid rotation is kind of silly, but they might be able to both clear this up and then they're just gonna go down for the other boss. I guess that makes sense. So if you're gonna rotate boss to rotate boss, that's perfectly fine. But by leaving this up, it's possible they can kill this before it even reaches the keep, and then you're still in a position where you only have 1 keep down. It's a close one. It might be able to get it. It looks like it might do it. That's a huge amount of burst damage, but it doesn't quite kill the keep. Got have pressured with that one. Gotten the thing, won a fight, and either won the game off of it, or then you can pop over here and grab this other one.
Free our soldiers and show the Horde what the Stormpike Guard can do.
Good throw into a taunt. Yeah, there it is. Taunt Fear, though, being overlapped as not exactly what you want, but it's still enough to kill Black and Avian. We did get a teleport from Thrall to guarantee that that went through. Great wind tunnel against a wall, though. It's basically a mosh pit. You can't really go anywhere when that happens. That's going to be 2 kills, and I guess they're just going to win off of this. I mean, they didn't get the top keep, but they got a 4-man team wipe there right along the wall during the second one coming through. Yeah, or just win a big team fight. Remember, you guys can just have someone come up here and snipe this keep before the core rush. It doesn't really matter, but it probably goes down a little faster with the armor gone. GG's, though. That's going to be game number 2. Annie Oak League taking the 2-0 domination over Pigeon Stitches. Well done, gentlemen. These are your end of game statistics. I will update the stats here. We'll pop up talent screen as well. Very peculiar Li Ming build. And there you have it. That is the 2-0, and the Oak League pulls away with the victory. Crazy Hair Day back again. It is nutso today. Anyways, that's going to be the second set done for us today. We got 2 more before the main cast again at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, which will be Regen Phoenix versus Trump, I think. I have to take a look. What is today? Buffchen. Alrighty, though, we're going to go take a look at... We're going to be moving divisions into D West here for the remainder of the replay cast before we go to B East for the live cast later tonight. Yeah, no problem, Gola. Happy to get it done. This will be posted on YouTube, properly sequestered and highlighted. And yeah. So I'm going to put this to a we'll be right back screen. And then I'm going to set up the next matchup. And I'll be with you guys shortly. I'm still on good time, so I might be a little longer than before, but just I'll be right back.